Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Flesh to the Father. Today's video, I actually want to discuss the interesting topic of what is going on in our skies. And last week, the government announced, at the behest of Bill Gates, I think, that they're thinking of dimming the sun out in the UK. An absolutely insane idea. And interestingly, I think this has been going on for many, many years. And as I say, I woke up about 15 years ago, and it must have been about 10 years ago, I would be sunbathing in the garden, or it'd be a lovely day, and then like an hour or 2 hours later, all of a sudden the sun was being blocked out, it seemed like. And at the time you think, oh, it's the clouds. But then as I was looking up, I was like, well, these are not even clouds. It's just like some weird mist. And it used to annoy me because I couldn't get like a good suntan, or the sun was being blocked. But, I didn't think too much of it at the time. But then I work night shift part-time. And we'd finish work at 7 in the morning in the summer, and then the people who smoke would go and have a fag after work. So we'd note one, the people who smoke aren't allowed to smoke during the night. So we'd go outside in the morning and they'd have a cigarette and we'd sit around, have a 5-minute chat and a laugh. And we'd just chill out there. And I remember just in the morning, we'd have clear blue skies, beautiful clear blue skies. And then I just noticed the contrails from the planes. Of when I was a kid, I remember seeing the contrails, they just go and disappear. But these ones were just going along the sky. And then I realised these were the ones that were misting up the sky, blocking the sun. And they wouldn't disappear after a minute or two. They would spread. And then another plane would go. And I was thinking, what's going on here? That's so annoying. There's like an anger that our skies were being ruined. And then I started doing my research. I started looking into it. And then, I thought it was, what is it, contrails or what's going on? And then you look into the idea of it being chemtrails and all this stuff. And then I thought, okay, let me look at the other side. And then there's expert pilots saying, no, they're just contrails. And the reason some stay longer is because of the Earth's atmosphere. And when it's colder in the skies, it means that the contrails linger longer, like mist does, essentially mist or fog in the sky. So when it's a colder day, the contrails will stay longer. But then I also looked on like the government website, and the official government website was saying about geoengineering, which is essentially putting aerosols into the sky to dim the sun. But as I did with these things at the time, I'll look at both sides, and then at the end I thought, well, if it's nefarious or not, I don't like these things in the sky. Even if we have to ban air travel or figure out a new way for air travel to be conducted without these ridiculous trails in the sky. So whether it's nefarious or not, I don't want trails in the sky blocking the sun. And this was years and years ago, and I kind of just forgot about it. I wasn't really too worried because there's not much we can really do. But I find it fascinating this week when they actually released official documents and official movement to actually dim the sun. And when you actually think about it, it's absolutely insane. The fact that humans, the sun is source of life. To block it out is absolutely, especially in the UK, we barely get enough sun as it is. To block it out is ridiculous. And also with this whole movement of solar energy, they've spent billions and billions making us poor to get all this solar energy stuff. And then you're going to block the sun. It's kind of contradictory. I actually think like Bill Gates and a few people, like sometimes you think, well, they're actually trying to do good, they're just stupid. But I don't think that's the case. I think some people are just pure psychopaths. I genuinely think Bill Gates is a psychopath. And we saw with COVID, he's linked to the lab. He was the one who profited of all his treatments. And I think he is a genuine psychopath who needs to be locked up and fought against. And the good thing is a lot of normies will wake up now because they're seeing these things like dimming the sun. It's just absolutely crazy. A lot after COVID, I know a lot more people who are waking up and are questioning things. And when you see things like dimming the sun, it's like the ultimate evil, like to spread darkness in the world. When we get our spiritual light comes from Christ and they try to block that. Our earthly light comes from the sun and they're trying to dim that. But you can't dim the light of the sun or the light of Christ because we're going to fight back. Okay? So I just wanted to share that because I found it fascinating. As I say, this was something I studied years and years ago. And it's just amazing to see these theories coming true in real time. Important thing to notice is just because this one's true, don't believe that every theory is true. Just always have an open mind and doubt and question everything. When it initially happened, I didn't go full on into the theory, but I also didn't believe the powers that be. Oh, it's just a few contrails. I kept an open mind. I think it's always good to try and keep an open mind, because what will happen now is some people who've been saying about this for years and saying a load of other nonsense, they'll be going, see, I told you I was right. And then they'll try and say they're right about everything. But then they've fallen for a load of other theories that make no sense. So just my advice to everyone is question everything and have an open mind, and be careful who you listen to. Okay, so for now, God bless everybody. Like the video if you like it. Share with as many people on this subject to wake people up. And comment below if you've seen this, what your experiences or your journey has been with awakening. And God bless everybody. Goodbye.